The capitalist advance of artificial intelligence is a transformative force across global economies, reshaping industries, labor markets, and the nature of work itself. This phenomenon is characterized by the integration of AI technologies into various sectors to increase efficiency, reduce costs, and optimize outcomes. While the rise of AI holds the potential for significant economic growth and innovation, it also raises concerns about job displacement and the elimination of entire sectors of employment. Here's an overview of the key aspects. Artificial intelligence excels at automating routine, repetitive tasks. Jobs that involve predictable patterns such as assembly line work, data entry, and basic customer service are highly susceptible to automation. This can lead to significant job losses in sectors that rely heavily on such tasks. Something many people do not want to believe is that AI's impact is not limited to low-skilled jobs. Advanced AI systems are increasingly capable of performing complex tasks that require learning, decision-making, and creativity traditionally considered the domain of high-skilled professionals. This can lead to a polarization effect where both low-skill and certain high-skilled jobs are at risk, potentially eroding the middle-class job market. The result is a job market increasingly polarized toward very high-skill roles that can create, manage, and innovate AI technologies, and low-skill roles that are yet to be automated but offer less job security and lower wages. Middle-skill jobs requiring a moderate level of education and offering a pathway to the middle class are squeezed from both ends. The polarization raises significant economic, social, and policy challenges, emphasizing the need for strategies to manage the transition, such as workforce reskilling, education reforms, and social safety nets to support those displaced. In low-skill sectors, automation directly replaces tasks that do not require extensive training or education. The following examples demonstrate the dual impact of AI on both low-skill and high-skill jobs. The manufacturing sector has seen considerable automation with robots and AI systems taking over tasks ranging from assembly to quality control. This trend is expected to accelerate, reducing the need for human labor in production roles, retail, and services. E-commerce platforms use AI for personalized recommendations, while self-checkout systems and inventory management are automated. In the services sector, roles in customer service are being replaced by chatbots and AI-driven support systems. Similarly, in fast food, order-taking kiosks and AI-powered systems for scheduling and managing inventory reduce the need for human labor in these roles. I even used a self-checkout at a gas station the other day. However, over at my local Walmart, they recently closed down the self-checkout due to extreme problems with theft. Autonomous vehicles, including drones and self-driving trucks, are set to revolutionize the transportation and logistics industry. This could drastically reduce the demand for drivers and delivery personnel. In high-skill sectors, AI augments or automates complex decision-making processes, potentially reducing the need for human expertise in certain areas, like finance and trading. AI algorithms can analyze market data, manage investments, and detect fraud more efficiently than humans. In finance, AI algorithms are used for high-frequency trading, risk assessment, and portfolio management, tasks that were once the purview of skilled financial analysts and traders. These algorithms can analyze vast amounts of market data and execute trades at speeds and volumes unmatchable by humans. This could diminish the need for financial analysts, traders, and various support roles. AI technologies like IBM's Watson have been used to sift through legal documents and case files to assist in legal research, a task that was traditionally performed by highly skilled legal professionals and paralegals. This not only speeds up the research process, but also can perform some of the cognitive tasks associated with preparing cases. AI systems have shown remarkable accuracy in diagnosing diseases from medical images, such as detecting cancers in radiology scans faster and more accurately than human radiologists. While not replacing doctors, these technologies shift the nature of diagnostic work, potentially reducing the demand for radiology specialists at a minimum. AI-driven platforms can now generate news reports, financial summaries, and even creative writing, challenging the traditional roles of journalists and writers. While these tools often assist human professionals, they also hint at a future where the demand for certain types of writing and reporting could diminish. The benefits of AI are likely to be unevenly distributed, with capital owners and highly skilled workers benefiting the most. This could exacerbate income inequality and social disparities. Are there any solutions to these growing inequalities? Policy and regulation is the answer. Governments and policymakers face the challenge of navigating the economic transitions brought on by AI. This includes considering universal basic income, social safety nets, and regulations that encourage responsible AI development that benefits society as a whole. The implementation of universal basic income to provide a safety net for all citizens will ensure that everyone has access to a minimum standard of living, irrespective of their employment status due to AI-driven changes. UBI has been the subject of various studies and trials around the world, providing insights into its potential impacts on society, especially in the context of technological changes and job displacement. These studies explore the effects of UBI on economic security, employment, health, and social well-being. Here are some key insights from these studies. Universal basic income has been the subject of various studies and trials around the world, providing insights into its potential impacts on society, especially in the context of technological changes and job displacement. These studies explore the effects of UBI on economic security, employment, health, and social well-being. Here are some key insights from these studies. Trials have shown that UBI can lead to increased financial stability among recipients, with improvements in their ability to cover basic needs, such as food, housing, and healthcare. For instance, the pilot program in Stockton, California, provided $500 monthly to selected residents for 2 years, resulting in improved financial stability and reduced income volatility. Contrary to some concerns, many UBI trials have not found significant reductions in work effort. In some cases, UBI even enabled recipients to pursue better job opportunities, further education, or even start their own businesses. For example, the Finnish UBI experiment, which ran from 2017 to 2018, showed that while employment levels did not significantly increase, recipients reported better well-being, and the fear of losing benefits did not discourage job seeking. Several studies have reported that UBI recipients experience less stress and better mental health outcomes. The freedom from financial precarity contributes to an overall improvement in quality of life. The Finnish study noted above also found improvements in recipients' perceived health and stress levels. We want people to feel better. Let's get this going. Let's implement UBI. Okay, off my soapbox. Some evidence suggests that UBI can lead to stronger community ties as individuals feel more secure and are more likely to engage in community activities and volunteerism. The sense of security provided by a guaranteed income can foster a more cooperative and supportive community environment. What about the cost and sustainability? One of the main challenges with UBI is ensuring its financial sustainability. Critics often question how governments can fund a UBI program without imposing burdensome taxes or cutting other social services. Studies and trials continue to explore various funding models, including taxation of wealth, carbon taxes, and reallocation of existing welfare funds. I'd like to share briefly that the answer involves taxing capital. If you're interested in reading the book with the title Capital. It will describe for you how a system of financial security can be established by taxing capital, which is taxing those who hold an inordinate amount of wealth, and continue to do so generation after generation. Moving on. While the fear that UBI could disincentivize work has not been strongly supported by evidence, ongoing research is needed to understand its long-term effects on labor market participation, especially in diverse economic contexts. Now, this is an area that I feel not to be a risk at all. People in general want to improve their lot, and they just want a fair shake. While UBI can reduce poverty, its role in addressing broader economic inequality is still a subject of study. The impact of UBI on wage disparities and capital accumulation remains an important area for further research. The insights from UBI trials and studies suggest that while UBI has the potential to provide a safety net in the face of AI-driven changes, it is not a panacea. It must be part of a broader strategy that includes education, reskilling, and economic policy reforms to address the multifaceted challenges of technological advancement and economic inequality. Further research and experimentation are crucial to tailoring UBI programs to specific contexts and achieving sustainable and equitable outcomes. Progressive taxation is defined as an increase in taxes on the wealthiest individuals and corporations, particularly those benefiting most from AI, to fund social programs, education, and infrastructure that benefit the broader society. Now, progressive taxation, where the tax rate increases as the taxable amount rises, has long been a tool for redistributing wealth, reducing inequality, and funding public services. The concept involves higher taxes on the wealthiest individuals and corporations, especially those deriving significant benefits from advancements in technology and AI, to support social programs, education, and infrastructure. The effectiveness and implications of progressive taxation have been explored in various studies and reports. Here are some insights from these analyses. Research indicates that countries with more progressive tax systems tend to have lower levels of economic inequality. For instance, the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development has found that progressive taxation, combined with targeted social investments, can significantly reduce income disparities. The impact of progressive taxation on economic growth is a contentious issue. Some studies suggest that moderate levels of progressive taxation can support growth by funding crucial public services and infrastructure, thereby creating a more skilled workforce and enhancing productivity. However, other research warns that very high tax rates may discourage investment and entrepreneurship. Progressive taxation can provide governments with the resources needed to improve public services, such as healthcare, education, and social security. By investing in these areas, societies can address some of the root causes of inequality and improve overall social welfare. Progressive taxation can stimulate consumption by redistributing wealth. It can increase the purchasing power of the lower and middle classes, who are more likely to spend their income than save it. This increased consumption can stimulate economic activity and demand, potentially leading to job creation. One of the challenges with implementing progressive taxation effectively is the potential for tax evasion and avoidance, particularly among the wealthiest individuals and corporations. This necessitates robust tax enforcement mechanisms and international cooperation to prevent tax havens and other loopholes. High tax rates on corporations and wealthy individuals raise concerns about capital flight, where businesses and high net worth individuals move their assets or operations to countries with lower tax rates. This risk highlights the need for a balanced approach to taxation and possibly international agreements to minimize tax competition. Various countries offer empirical evidence of progressive taxation's effects. For example, Scandinavian countries known for their high levels of social welfare, fund their extensive public services through a progressive tax system. These countries often rank high in global happiness and quality of life indices, suggesting that the benefits of progressive taxation can contribute to broader societal well-being. Implementation of a progressive taxation as a means to address the societal impacts of AI and economic inequality requires careful consideration of the balance between ensuring sufficient revenue for public services and not stifling economic growth and innovation. The insights from available studies and international experiences suggest that while progressive taxation can play a crucial role in reducing inequality and funding public goods, its design and implementation need to be carefully calibrated to achieve the desired outcomes without unintended negative consequences. The strengthening of social safety nets, particularly through expanded access to healthcare, unemployment, and housing, is a critical strategy for supporting individuals displaced by technological changes, including the automation of AI-driven shifts in the labor market. Various studies and real-world examples provide insights into how these measures work in practice and their effectiveness in mitigating the impacts of such displacements. Here's an overview of key findings and insights. Countries with universal healthcare systems demonstrate better health outcomes and lower healthcare-related financial distress among their populations. For instance, studies comparing health outcomes in countries with universal coverage to those without find that accessible healthcare can significantly reduce the stress and economic instability associated with job loss or transitions caused by technological advancements. Enhanced unemployment benefits can provide crucial financial support for individuals transitioning between jobs or undergoing retraining. Research suggests that adequate unemployment benefits do not deter job-seeking behavior, but rather enable individuals to find jobs that better match their skills and interests. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, increased unemployment benefits in the United States were associated with improved financial stability, without reducing employment recovery as the economy reopened. Housing assistance programs have been shown to contribute to greater stability and well-being for recipients, reducing homelessness and enabling families to invest in education and job training. Studies indicate that stable housing is a foundation for individuals to pursue employment opportunities and engage in community and economic activities more effectively. Let's talk about the combined impact of social safety nets. Now, the effectiveness of social safety nets is significantly enhanced when they are part of a comprehensive system that includes healthcare, unemployment, and housing. So, for example, these Nordic countries, known for their extensive social safety nets, consistently rank high in measures of social well-being and resilience to economic shocks. And these countries have managed to combine high levels of technological adoption and innovation with strong social support systems, mitigating the negative impacts of economic transitions on their population. One of the main challenges in expanding social safety nets is ensuring their long-term funding and sustainability. Now, this often involves difficult policy decisions regarding taxation and resource allocation. The design and implementation of social safety nets needs to be carefully tailored to the specific needs of the population and the nature of the labor market. This includes considerations around eligibility, benefit levels, and the integration of services to support job search and skill development. What about incentives for participation? While providing support, it's also important to structure social safety nets in a way that encourages continued participation in the labor market and engagement in retraining and education programs. The evidence from available studies and international experiences underscores the importance of strong social safety nets in providing a buffer against the disruptions caused by technological advancements. By ensuring access to healthcare, unemployment benefits, and housing, societies can better support individuals through transitions, encourage reskilling and adaptation, and maintain social cohesion and stability. The success of these programs, however, depends on careful design, sustainable funding, and the integration with broader economic and workforce development strategies. As AI reshapes the demand for labor, there is a growing mismatch between the skills workers have and those needed for the new jobs created by AI advancements. This skill gap can lead to higher rates of unemployment and underemployment, so there's a need for reskilling and education. To mitigate the impact on the workforce, there is a pressing need for large-scale reskilling and education initiatives to prepare current and future workers for the jobs of tomorrow. We need to democratize access to AI and encourage policies and initiatives that make AI tools and training available to a wider range of entrepreneurs and small businesses, not just corporations. We also need support for startups and SMEs. We could do that by providing grants, loans, and mentorship programs for startups and small and medium-sized enterprises focused on ethical AI solutions that address societal challenges. We must encourage companies to adopt responsible business practices, such as committing to fair wages, supporting employee reskilling, and engaging in ethical AI development. Workers can be included in decision-making. By involving workers in decisions about the implementation of AI and automation in the workplace, we can ensure that transitions are managed fairly and with consideration for employees' well-being. The capitalist advance of AI is a double-edged sword, offering vast opportunities for innovation and efficiency gains, while posing significant challenges to job security and social cohesion. The future will likely see a complex interplay between technology, labor markets, and policy as society adapts to these profound changes. Thanks for watching.